Hello YouTube and welcome to a new series, City Skylines. And I know that this has been out for a while, and I've actually had it for not as long as it's been out, but for a while. And I'm having so much fun with it that I decided to make a series. We're going heavily modded. Modded? We're going heavily modded. So much so that I'm going to use a map that is designed by someone else, and we're actually just going to call it Hyrule. God, the music is loud! I might have to turn that down. Maybe it's just loud for me. I don't know. So Hyrule, we'll go ahead and jump in here, and I'll see you as soon as it is loaded. Alright, so we are in City Skylines. It is loaded up. Map Hyrule. I don't actually know where we are in the... Oh, that's just roads. In the landscape. I haven't studied... I could probably recognize a map of Hyrule by looking at it, but I haven't studied the map by any means, so don't expect this to be a Let's Build Hyrule series. I just kind of like the map. So... First thing you have to do in this game, and this is heavily modded, so keep in mind that if you go and buy this game, all the features that you see here might not be there. But we're going to make a road, and then we're going to delete it, because that unlocks more roads. And we want this guy right here. Let's go ahead and... trying to see, our border's actually behind that, so that's actually... it's actually a good thing. I wish more maps would do this, because it gives you access to this road, as opposed to just giving you access to these two things. So this is a roundabout. And for those of you who don't know, this is a game a lot like SimCity, which I played back when I was a wee lad, and computers were not as abundant as they are now. I had to play it on my father's computer until he eventually got a new one, and I played it on my father's old computer. So I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Usually you want flow to be good, because traffic does become a quick problem. And this is... I have opened this map up, but this is the first time I've actually played on this map. I opened it up to take a look at it. I used to have a mod that allowed me to move without the borders here. I guess I took that off for whatever reason. Let's just take these both in, and it's gonna make the road weird, isn't it? Ah, man. Okay. Not mean to unpause it. Let's actually make our own roundabout-ish area. So I guess I can do a little bit of a tutorial. Down here are your roads. You got a bunch of different kinds of roads. We're using a one-way road, two-lane one-way road. And you got straight road, you got curved road, you have freeform road, which is a little bit like the curved road, but not. And then you have upgrade road, which can change one type of road into another. And you also have this over here, which is toggle snapping. And this down here, which I'll talk about later. But if we go into curved road, you can see these lines that pop up. We're going to go to the line, and then to the next line, create a perfect half curve. Right? And actually we're going to do it on both ends, because this isn't going to line up if I do it from there. No. Because we have this little gap here. And then we have to upgrade the road so that these are all going the correct way. Is this... This is a two-lane road, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, this is just a... Oh, no, it does have an entrance. Never mind, maybe we should have these be a two-lane road. At least until it gets here, and we'll connect it here. Just to make that a complete oblong roundabout, I guess. Kind of a thing. And then we're going to need... First thing we need our two opposing roads is how I like to do it. And let's see. We don't have access to the resource panel yet. Yeah. But it looks like there's some forest down here, so I'm thinking of going left with my industry and right with my housing. Down here you have the three aspects of your society. You have the high demand for residential, commercial zones, and industry. Industry? I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. So, if we're going this way with industry, I'm going to go ahead and put our power out here. And I do eventually move into almost all wind turbine and other DLC of power. But for starters, it's nice to have that. And we're going to put... Should I put it in the middle? Let's put it in the middle just for aesthetics' sake. Which is a water tower. And we're going to run pipe all the way out. And this is a, I think this is a downloaded water tower. I don't think it's one that comes with it. It's a nice model. It's kind of the old school water towers where they actually had a building and then on top was the water tank. And the building was like the pumping station. Which is cool. I like it. Next up, we need... We'll eventually have to run power out here to our residential area. There's like a hill over here. We might do something cool with that. I don't know. We could have done, well, there's another hill over here. Hopefully it's... That hill looks bigger. The wind turbines for power here are determined by area 7. Okay, so they're about the same. And this actually has more area, even though it's bisected by the highway there. And in the background we have lots of hills. But, we don't have access to those yet. Our plot is limited to this. Now, I do have the mod installed that gives us free range of all the plots once we've reached all the milestones, but that'll be a while. So, now we're going to go with freeform, and you can get a angular, or basically it gives you a extra direction for the curve. I don't know what to call it. The curve, the T for the curve? I don't know. Seems like there's a word for that, and I just don't know it. We're just gonna follow this and kind of loop us back around. I'm trying not to spend too much money, especially since I still haven't put, let's go ahead and delete one of these roads. I think we came a little bit too far. One of the problems you have to look out for is traffic, and I don't want to... I'm going to have an intersection here, and I don't want these intersections to be too close. Otherwise, it could cause problems. These two intersections are okay because I have a mod called Traffic Manager, and we can fix it. And I'll do that later. Okay. So now, let's get water out here. Man, I can get that almost in one go. Almost. Oops. Okay. And I guess that's about it. We can run power out this way. So we'll come down here, come straight across, or straight as I can, I suppose, and put one right there. And this little icon just means it's not connected to anything. And for our zones, let's start here on this road. And actually, let's move to the paintbrush because it'll be faster this way. Go all the way around and in the middle. Okay. And I'll unpause it and people will start to move in and we can actually increase the speed. Now there are a few mods in this that change the housing. I think I have one that I haven't looked at yet and it might look bad, so between the first and second episodes you might see me remove it. We got like little trailers here. Got what looks like a little bit of an apartment building. Single house. This could be one person's house. Oh, and I forgot something already. These little signs mean sewage is backed up. Alright, where do we want to do that? Anything water Needs to be away from anything industrial, because the industrial will pollute the ground. Let's just bring it straight up. We could do a dirt road. Maybe we'll go straight up and curve a little bit, and then we'll pull a dirt road off this. Like here. And we'll do it there. So, usually you want to have... And you can do water towers in non-modded, but usually you want to have the water pumping station, which brings water in, and you want to have the water drain pipe, which brings sewage out. But I like to use water towers and purification aqueducts? I don't know. This is not the best model in the world, because it likes to clip into the ground, which annoys the hell out of me. But we're going to make 4 of them real quick, and I know that these 2 are closer than the other 2, but whatever. A lesser man would be bugged by that, and we're going to hook that up to the network, and they don't have power. Oh no, they do. It'll just take it a little bit. Okay. And all those notifications go away, and it's a happy time. Happy, happy, fun time. I'm looking for the new model I downloaded. It's a Fallout 3 model. Is this it? Yeah. It's like a little abandoned shack. I'm not sure if I like it with the look of the other houses. Oh, there's a green one. And down here's our budget. We have 20,000 in the bank, and our weekly income is negative right now. So it is time. This needs power too. I forgot about that. It is time indeed to actually, we might be able to fix the power with commercial zones. And I'll show you, power works a little bit weird. This blue outline is where power is, where it can freely connect up to, and see this connected straight to the power plant. And the commercial zones are now covering the water tower with power. Because the power kind of wants to jump gaps, but it sounds annoying me, the towers, power lines, don't want to jump the gap, so it's a little bit a give and take. We got a Whataburger, and I hate that sound, man. I might have to turn that down. We got Bagelville, which is a thing. Bagelville Bagels. It's a thing from another Let's Player, Sips, who made... No, we want to be in audio. What am I looking for? Is it effects volume? Let's turn main volume down a little bit too. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, so Bagelville. Actually, we can go into first-person mode and look at that. Bagelsville. So somebody made him a custom building for one of his towns that he called Bagelsville. We got Moe's Diner here from The Simpsons. Big Bite, which I think is just generic in City Skylines. A diner here, which I actually really like this diner. I used to live in Pennsylvania, and there was a diner that looked almost exactly like this where I lived. It was cool. We got like a hot dog stand here, which is apparently a general store. Got housing. It's all... I love the look at this, because it reminds me of those like little tables that you used to see of like train sets and city development. Especially when you zoom in and you get this like little kind of grainy, but almost... I mean, it looks realistic, but it almost looks fake. Whereas opposed to the other stuff looks fake, but almost looks realistic, you know? It's kind of got a weird play on that. Now, our bar has been sated for commercial zones. Now we need industrial zones, and we're going to go with basic industrial. I know... Oops, that is the wrong road. I know I said that we were going to come out here to try and do foresting stuff, but that's too far away right now. We need to stay knit close to ourselves for the moment, and I'm going to make this be the farthest we get with industry to keep the pollution no further than this guy. And we'll run water out here as well. And industry will pop up. And I don't know what models I have for industry. Here's like a couple, 2 lots right next to each other of storage. Some kind of warehouse. That's the power plant. Huh. Mostly warehouses, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. And our meter's going down, but it's not going down as fast as I'd like. And we're already down to only minus 300. Wow. Usually I try and expand too fast, and it ends up biting me in the ass in this game. Pretty quickly. Like, incredibly too quickly. Okay, so we're going to use dirt roads out here because I don't care if they're unhappy. I know, we'll kind of grid it out, and then we'll start going crazy with it as we get more and more towards the woods. Alright, let's get you and you. And yeah, we can run you guys. And you. And let's make sure that this is within the water's source. Let's take a look at our power. Our electricity availability is all the way maxed out, which is nice. We are creating 40 and we are using 10, and I'll talk about this now. We just reached a milestone. We went from Little Hamlet... Oh no, we reached a Little Hamlet. Next up is Worthy Village. And these are the things we get. We get trash, we get health, we get education, garbage, healthcare, and education. We unlocked taxes and loans, so we can manipulate those now. We got new areas here. We get districts policies, second loan, industrial specialization, service policies, all this stuff. Forestry, which is another reason I didn't expand to the industrial zone straight down there. Alright. And we'll get the police station and firehouse next. So now we're moving back to slow pace. Let's go ahead and set up... I like this one because this is a recuperation center. It's a little bit like a mix between a landfill and a later on's incineration plant, which we haven't unlocked yet. Then the recycling center, which is like a souped up version of the recuperation center. And then the large recycling center. We do also have unlocked the landfill, which is the generic City Skylines one. But we're going to go with this. We're actually going to put it right in here. And this will send out trash trucks to pick up trash throughout our city. And we can see where it covers. It covers all of our city. That's green. Next up, healthcare. One of my favorite things, I have the medical marijuana lounge, which is cool. It's the same price and does the exact same thing as the first medical clinic. So they're pretty much interchangeable. But I also have a Pokemon Center, which treats 151 patients instead of the standard 100 patients. It's also a little bit more expensive. I think it takes a little bit more electricity. Oh no, it takes less water and electricity. Huh. Alright, so yeah. More expensive, less water and electricity, more patients. It's kind of an okay trade-off, but not really. And we also have a cemetery unlocked, which we're actually not supposed to have unlocked. I won't use this cemetery until we have this one unlocked. So, I just have a Japanese palette for it. So let's introduce the world of recreational drugs to Hyrule here. Do we want it on this corner? Or do we want it, like, on the... Oh, we can't put it... Okay, we can put it there. That's not too bad. I don't know, do we want it... Maybe we should just put it over here. Because if we expand going this way, it'll be right next to this corner. If we expand going this way, it'll also be on that corner. I think that's the optimum place for it. And it acts as a hospital, even though it's not. So, it'll send out ambulances to, I guess, deliver or pick people up to go smoke. Who knows? It was just something funny I saw in the store. I kind of like it. What's next? We have a high demand for residential areas. So let's go ahead and continue this road out. And then we'll kind of come in here And create another little bizarre area. Oh, and we're out of money. Wow. Okay, because we're still losing money. Industry and commercial zones are the way that you make money, but both of those need residential in order to work. That's the central, basic explanation of the mechanic going on here. And I'm going to go ahead and speed up the time. Hopefully, we're already in the negatives. Hopefully this comes down. It is slowly. We do have access to our budget, taxes, and loans. Now we can tax areas by zones. We can budget things by basically any of these down here. And we can get loans in 3 different categories. We don't have education, so it doesn't matter if I move it. See, this is the money we're spending. We could reduce the garbage because we don't really have need for it. We got that out pretty fast, so I'm going to put it down to 85. Spend a little less money on that. I might put healthcare down to 90. And water and electricity are kind of important, so I'm going to leave those at 100. Oh, and we need to move water in, but we don't have money. Okay, so it's good that we unlocked the loans, because I'm going to take a loan. This early one really isn't that risky to take. This one is... If you're an inexperienced player, this one might be detrimental, but usually it's not. And this one can be detrimental, but usually by the time you unlock this one, you're okay enough to not really need it. Unless you're planning like a huge big expansion and just need like a little bit to top it off kind of a thing. Okay. That's the only reason I ever took this one was because I was like, I'm gonna... This whole area that I bought for maybe, like, if we bought this next area here, just because I wanted this little space between the highway, I've done things like that. And then I'm like, I have all this space over here. Let's start expanding, and I get almost done. You know, I get, like, all the roads and stuff laid out, and then I don't have just that little bit extra to put in all the buildings that I need, like the police and healthcare and all that. Okay, now we need some more commercial, which means we're going to have to put another road out here, I think. And let's go straight with this road. We're going to kind of move at a diagonal here, and I hope that it eventually intersects with this road here, because that'll leave like a cool little triangle looking thing here. Let's try and, yeah. How, we can't get there. Can we get even with this road? Is that even? It kind of looks even, but it might not be. Let's go there. If it's not even, oh well. And then we'll connect them up, and we'll fill the middle part with commercial, and get rid of that. You can D-zone with this, or just by right-clicking. And water, water, water. Always gotta have the waterworks. Boom. Alright, so we've moved up the first milestone. We can actually buy more land. Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. I thought we could. Land does cost money to buy. I'm gonna move... Oh, we are moving at fast pace. This looks like a gentleman's club here. That's... Looked like it just got visited by a cable place. Right next to a Whataburger. Alright. And I have another model for Whataburger in some other menu that actually acts as like a park, almost. It doesn't have this huge, like, grass area in front of it. I don't know why this one does. I kind of want to get rid of it, but I kind of don't, because I have... You know those memories that are bad, but you're still kind of fond of them? Yeah, see, like, this one doesn't have that. I have some of those memories with Whataburger. Like, being on the road on vacation and being starved because your parents don't want to pull over and get something to eat. And then you get to the hotel and you go across the street to the Whataburger and you eat so much that you throw up. That's pretty much my sole experience with Whataburger. It was good, though. It was a fun vacation. Ice cream store here. I love looking at all the little stores. We got a banana store, which is awesome. Let's take a closer look at this. Got a guy standing there who is like a giant compared to the women out here and the little girl on the bench. Man. Diner, like I said. This is a cool little house. It's kind of got Oriental persuasion. I have a bunch of either Chinese or Japanese houses. I think they're Japanese. If I see one pop up... Yeah, over here. This guy. That is just so cool. I would love to live in a house like that. It's like a little complex of its own. Ah, okay. We do have more need for residential, and we do have money. I probably should have done that before I let it go and we lost some money, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. Let's see if we can't connect this all the way up around here. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And then we're gonna come maybe through here, the little road, and we'll come through here with a road. Yeah. Digging it. And later on we'll get access to walkway paths, which is awesome. You can do a lot of neat things with them. It's another way to help reduce traffic, and it actually does help reduce the traffic I've found. I don't think that I'll let traffic get bad enough that I can actually visibly show the reduction, but maybe I'll make a mistake. My goal is to not let traffic get that bad in this series. Traffic can just be a headache sometimes. Let's just connect that up. Okay. We see all the houses popping in here. Yeah, when you have a high demand, houses or whatever has a high demand pops in like fire. It's just awesome. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of these houses. They don't really match the landscape. They're cool, don't get me wrong. They look like little abandoned shacks. Which I guess is what they're supposed to look like, but they don't match anything. So they'll be gone next time, as long as I remember to get rid of them. Oh, they have the cars back here in these ones. That's cool. Little blown up cars from Fallout 3. Or Fallout New Vegas, whichever. Okay, and as we get more people will move into the commercial zone and into the industrial zone, which is almost full now. I like how you can hear seagulls when you're in the industrial zone. That makes me smile. Alright. So this isn't a bad start. Yeah. Now, I do know that when we get the park stuff unlocked, that's when it's going to get real fun. I might actually make that a double episode. Right now I'm going to try and keep them to 30 minutes. And it's at the 27-ish minute mark now, 28-ish, something like that. So, oh, we got to Worthy Village, which doesn't give us what I wanted. We will get into that next time. Actually, let's go ahead and put the police down. I have a lot of police buildings. I have some military. I got a tactical gun shop. I got a Koban. Actually, I have two Kobans. Here's another Koban, which is like a Japanese police box. Usually, like a handful of officers will man it. We got militarized police. We got a police station. We have the British police box. And each of these, I've noticed, have been relatively well balanced. The one that's least balanced is a Dave's Tactical Gun Shop, but it's almost the exact same as the police station. It's just a little bit cheaper. So I was like, it's really not that big of a deal, so I'll go ahead and put it in. But we're going to go with the police shop. Its range, as you can see, is that green. The Kobans are much smaller. Each of the Kobans. This is the smallest Koban, this is the little bit bigger, and then that's the actual police station. And I think this one has the, yeah, same as the police station. And the tactical gun shop is actually a little bit bigger. No, it's about the same as the police station. Okay. So we're going to put the police station. I think we'll burn down this guy's house. because, you know, there's no police to stop us, and then we'll put the police station in there, because irony, you know. And fire department, I do have a Japanese fire tower, fire water tower kind of thing here. It has a little lookout and fire trucks. I have the local fire station, which is kind of like a residential look to the fire station as opposed to the regular firehouse fire station. And then I have the Ghostbusters firehouse, which I think... Okay, let's put it at the end here. So it just barely reaches the end of that street. If we put this at the end here, it just barely reaches. Okay, so yeah, it's about the same. They cost... This costs way less, wow. But I think it has less... Yeah, this only has 1 fire engine, this has 6. My voice cracked. 1 fire engine, 6 fire engines. Really big difference. Doesn't matter, the area you cover can be the same. So we're gonna stick... Actually, we're gonna stick this guy in here. Oh, this guy doesn't have as much coverage, does it? That's about the same. Yeah, it's the same. We're gonna put this guy... we might put him in here, actually. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, well. We'll move him later, maybe. And we can name the buildings. I'll probably name the buildings later on when we get more important buildings, because these are just kind of basic buildings. I don't want to be naming each and every one of these that happens. I love the Moe's little shop. Does it have the... We have a DeLorean. I forgot I got that mod. I got a mod for DeLorean, and I think I got a mod for Volkswagen Beetles. Like hippie vans, you know? I don't really... Is that one? No. It's another DeLorean. It's a trash truck. I got mod for that car. There's a Stingray. Another DeLorean. Oh, there's a hippie van right there. Nice. Okay. So, this has been City Skylines. I've been Remy. I'll see you guys next episode when we expand Hyrule a little bit. And we might have some interesting plot coming up. When I say plot, I don't mean I watched it for the plot kind of plot. I mean, this probably isn't going to be the innocent little village that most of you think. I'll leave it at that. It involves unlocking the parks. Alright. See you guys next time. Peace out.